Alright, and welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. So now let's try and take care of this updates. So I'm going to exit out. Yeah, update. Okay, yeah, that's good. I already have my string deleted, the ID up there, declared up there. I'm going to need this, so let's just copy up to, okay, let's copy up to here. I don't need the open, but there. Let's go straight onto the update. Double click on the update, and I'm going to paste that there and get rid of the open. We don't have to open it right away because we're updating it anyway. So right underneath here, I'm going to use try catch, and right on inside the try catch, let's say message box dot show. And why am I writing that? Let's just copy it up here somewhere. Yeah, let's copy everything. Come right down and paste. Yeah, there's no point reinventing the wheel. It's already there. Okay, right in here, the first thing I want to do is to assign a value to ID that I declared right up there. ID equals txt reference dot text. Now, the very first string that I'd like to take care of, let's say dim first name as string value, and that very string value equals txt first name def dot text. Okay, the ID is declared already up there. It still doesn't mean we can do the same thing. Let's just make it look exactly the same. So I'm going to copy this, paste that here, and just change this to ID. Let it look the same. I can always use the one up there later on anyway. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to copy this now. That will be for my surname, address, and so on. So this is surname. Copy and change this to surname. Let's have an address here. Right, address, and this one will become address. And this, the next one here, that will be gender. I guess you guys get the whole idea. I'm gonna have to speed this up because all I'm just doing is calling every single component that I have on my system. There we go. So let's speed this up. This is mobile. And we just speed that up now, guys. Alright, that is that. So let's come right down here. Okay, and let's finish it up here. So this is where I'm now going to enter my SQL statement. SQL command dots command text, and the text on it I'm going to have to use, that will be, let's use lowercase, update employee db set ID. Okay, update employee db set ID equals apostrophe, and I'm going to come out of there and say plus ID. Okay, now I'm using the ID way up there, plus speech mark and apostrophe. Okay, that's the first one, comma. The next one is going to be surname, no, first name. The first name equals apostrophe space mark, come out of it, enter a plus sign plus first name. Okay, I guess you guys get the whole idea, because I'm going to have to speed this up. Copy this and just paste it here. There. So I'm going to have to repeat the same thing for every single variable that I declared here. Okay, let's speed that up. And there we go, guys. So this is the SQL statement that will update every single component. If you notice, I have where ID equals ID. Okay, you must enter that. So have a good look at it. There. And to run things up, we come right down here. SQL pan dot open and enter parentheses there. Then we also need to take care of the reader. SQL read equals SQL command dot reader, and maybe a message box. The choice is yours, you don't have to. But let's grab a message box there. Grab a message that will just say something like system updated or whatever. Yeah. Okay, I already have a message here, so I'm come here and just paste message, and let's say the message is going to be something like, let's say employee payroll system update or updated. There. Employee payroll system updated. Close that up. So we have one argument here, another one here, another one here, and in total I have 4 arguments. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And finally, we now need to close. We need to close this. We'll copy that and come here and close that. Dot close. There, that takes care of the updates. The last thing is, let me call my data, upload data, the function that load up every single record on the database. So I just call that as well here. So that's it for update. Let's reduce this so that you guys can, it's too small. Okay, now take it up so that you can see the lines of code for the updates. From here, okay, call my database, get connected, declare every single component into these variables, and assign every single component into the variable declared, and come right down. And this is where I then updated the whole components. Yeah, and that is it. Now I remember something. I haven't taken care of this. I have forgotten to insert the end result into my total. Double click on total. So right underneath here, after all the calculation for the total, I was meant to insert, I was meant to insert into the database here the following. Oh, that should be, I'm not working on C++, this is Visual Basic. Okay, that's just a comment, you know, so that I know where I am. So let's insert that. Okay, just copy this and paste it here. Right, and one other thing is, let me copy. Yeah, we need to open it as well. So I'm going to copy all of this. Just copy everything and I'll paste that in here. So those are the lines of code that I will use to insert all of the calculations in total or on total to my SQL database. There we go. Have a good look at it. There, so that takes care of the total officially now. Alright. There. Okay, I can officially say I've completed that of the total. So that's the total. Have a good look at it again, where all the calculation was carried out. And right underneath here, from here down here, that is just the insertion statement that will insert the data straight into my SQL database. Okay, I'm going to now take care of the delete. So let's copy this for the delete. Right. Let's come out here and just double click on the delete button. Okay, and just paste that right there, and I'm going to get rid of the open for now. Okay, and underneath here, just going to enter my ID equals txt reference dot text, and let's say SQL command dot command text. That will be equals. Let's enter my SQL delete statement. Delete from employee data, and that is going to be where the ID equals ID, where ID equals plus ID. There we go. And right here I can then open it up. SQL can dot open. There we go. Alright, so the next thing we want to now do is let's grab our reader. So SQL reader equals read. So I can just copy the reader here. I can see it right here. Copy that, paste it right underneath here. What else do we need? We now need, maybe I should add a message box. Add a message box, then close the whole statement. I can just copy all of this. Paste that in there. And here I can just enter employee system or record deleted, something like that. Record deleted. Right. Okay. And that's it. So that should hopefully take care of my delete statement. Okay, so that's delete taken care of. So I'm going to save that. Now let's take care of this refresh. Double click on that, and with the refresh, the first thing I'm going to say me.hide, and let's create an object there. Dim main as, I'm going to call that new form 1. So I'm going to say main dot show. There, that's it. So that should refresh the whole system, more or less like open it up. Okay, the next thing we need to do now is let's take care of this. So that will be all of the button taken care of. So let's double click on that very button pay slip. So I'm going to start with try catch and the error message. Let's look for an error message just to copy. Yeah, maybe grab this and just change things around. Copy that, come bring it down here, paste that in here, and the error message is going to be this dot message. There we go, that's my error message taken care of there. And in here, the first thing I'm going to say is rt payslip dot clear. So whatever we have in here, let's get it cleared first. Now rt payslip dot dot append, and what I want it to append is going to be, let's start with VB tab, another VB tab, paste, and the next thing is, let me enter the name, so let's just call that payslip. And here I'm just going to copy all of this, copy, paste that underneath there, and let's enter VB new line there. So that would be the very first, that would be the like the title. So I'm going to copy that, paste that in there, and here I will just draw a line there, so that title is underlined. Okay, so underneath the title, let's enter our data in there. So the very first one is going to be, let's go for first name, no, employee ID, employee ID, and employee ID is going to be, let's get rid of this and come right here. That's going to be txt ref dot text plus. That's my employee ID taken care of. Okay, that's fine. We have double tab in there, so let's just copy this and we change that around. Copy, paste, 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 paste. So the next thing, this one is going to be first name, txt first name there, and this will be first name. This will be surname, and the components is surname. Then we have txt address and enter address here there. Then we have gender, so let's type in gender there, and this one is going to be COB gender there. And that's how it goes for the others. So I'm just going to speed that up and get back to you guys. And that's it for the receipt, or payslip. Actually, it's not a receipt. So have a good look at it. There we go. Take it from the top again and bring it down. There. Now, the final one, let's take care of the search. Select that, come in here, and let's go straight into the events. So because I'm going to be using carriage return, I want to use the event I want to use is key press. Double click on key press. There we go, right inside key press there. So let's start by saying try catch. Let's just enter a message in there and paste that in. So I'm going to start, since it is going to be carriage return, I'm going to use ASCII to determine. So that's ASCII e dot keychar, and the keychar in this case is going to be equals 13. 13 is carriage return. Press enter. Now let's say dim dv. dv is going to be for data view, and dv itself equals SQL data table dot default view, the default view in there, dv dot row filter, dv.row filter equals SQL, no, equals state string dot format, and what we are formatting is going to be whatever we have inside it. So anything inside the row called name, so like an apostrophe, I think I need 2 apostrophes and two percentages, 2 curly braces. Yeah, that's fine. And right out here we said comma txt search dot text. There we go. Now we need to enter our data. Whatever we get, we need to enter into the data grid view. Data grid view 1 dot data source equals dv dot the table, and there, that's all there is to that. So that should take care of my clear. No, that should take care of the search. Now I'm going to copy this, now we use it for the button beside it. So let's go straight out there to the button, double click on this button. So this button we just use the click event, so I'm going to paste that, which means I have to delete this because that's for carriage return. Delete this as well. Alright, that's for the button click events. Now the next thing is, that's a very easy one, and let's come right here. I want to use 2 different events there. So when my mouse goes in, I want it empty. So mouse enter, where is it? Mouse enter. There we go. Double click on that. Mouse enter. So txt other payments dot text equals clear when mouse enter. Then txt other payment dot focus. There. That's mouse enter. What about when mouse leaves? Come in there. We want to select event again. Come in here. Mouse leaves. If the mouse leaves and if it's empty. So we say if this dot equals, I think it might be equals empty, then this dot text equals 0.0. Let's put that in a quote. I think this is and if. There. Okay. It's just 1 equals. I'm now working with it. C# or CP. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's run it and see how that's going to work. Save first. Run. There we go, guys. So mouse enter, there we go. So I can enter whatever I want in there. There. Supposing if it's empty, oh, that should be 0.0. Okay, now let's see the search. Supposing I want to search for Tony, press enter. There we go, it's working. Now let's refresh. There, that's fine. And if we enter new data, let's enter new data in here. So the first, let's assume the name is Ashley. Surname Townsend. An address of Ashley Townsend. Let's call that Johnny Highway, London. And Ashley mail. Telephone number of Ashley. And in here is waiting allowance, wages, overtime, and other pay. That's a lot for Ashley. And the period, there we go, the period is about 6. And let's just hit on the total button. Let's come in here, and first of all I'm going to show you to you guys there's no Ashley here. Look at that, Ashley is not there. And let's click on total. There we go, look at that, all of the information of Ashley in there. But there's one thing though, we have not entered all of these. So I'm going to enter TC, and the other one is going to be the NI and NI code. There. Okay, for me to be able to enter Ashley again, okay, because Ashley is missing some data in here, and even Johnny is missing some data. Okay, Ashley, I'm going to change the primary key or the ID of Ashley to maybe, let's make that 65, and in there click on Ashley so that we can get all of those information. There we go. Come down here, we have double Ashley, so we have to delete one Ashley. So hit on the delete. That will verify if our delete button is working. There we go. That is gone. So we need to refresh. There. And we come back into the system. We only have one Ashley left. That is good. Now let's look at the other guy here. Missing some data. Who is that missing some data? That is it. This guy here. That's Johnny. Johnny is missing the following data, so let's enter his tax code in there. TC. And NI number is missing that as well. NI number. And let's enter his NI code. There we go. So all we then need to do is click on update. Yes, update that. Now let's go straight to Johnny. That's Johnny. Come right down here. And that is it. All of Johnny's details is in there. Oh, apart from this, what happened? What did I do in there? Okay, let's see again. Let's go back in there, select it all. NI. And let's make sure it's there. Click. There. And that takes care of that. Okay, now let's come in here. We can print out something. So if you want to click on the print, there we go. Hit the print button. There guys, that's the print. So let's just minimize it that much. Yeah, that's it. Close that. So the whole system is working the way we want. The save is working, reset is working, exit works as well. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you enjoy it. You all have a nice day now. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There are a lot of benefits for you guys if you're a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.